Every time we go on a once-in-a-lifetime holiday, I love to make a diary. It helps me keep those memories and allows me to pick up a whole load of paperwork, read little facts and pieces of knowledge about different areas and things that we have visited. And this year when we went to Japan, I took this diary. If you've seen my Project Buster series, you will notice this one. However, there's also a little surprise behind. So because I took these on holiday with me, I ended up doing way more journaling than I think I would have if I just brought it all home. However, luggage size meant that I kind of need to do it there and then. Hi, my name's Charlotte and welcome to my studio. My husband and I travelled to Japan for the second time earlier this year, and as I say, I love journaling. So when I created my 2025 Japan journal, I knew that I was going to do this again in 2026. Now the difference between these 2 years was that in 2025 I brought all the paperwork home and then a few months later created my journal. But in 2026 I took my journals with me and I created it as I went along, a few days behind where things happened. This meant it gave me a few sort of days to process everything amazing that was happening and also just relish in those moments. I took quite a while on these, however, I knew that by doing them while I was there, I was also creating those memories and solidifying them. For me, I sometimes forget what happens on holiday just because the whole experience is so amazing. So the way I journal really helps me remember. I'm going to take you through this first journal today with a little sneak peek of what we got up to, and I will also show you how I filled the rest of this one in, as I couldn't quite finish it whilst I was in Japan. You may also notice that this one has a design and this one does not, so catch me in a future episode of the Project Buster series to complete this one. As a side note, if you haven't joined me on my Project Buster series, it is a series where I try and finish projects that I've already started or that I already have. There's a magical jar over here that has over 100 projects, just craft projects, that I have already in the house. So I will be doing some of those and the jar will be coming in handy in a future Project Buster episode. But for now, let's have a look at the Japan Diaries 2026. So I hope you know that Japan is absolutely stunning. So when I knew that we were going, I had to do another diary. So it all started in February, mid-February, when we went over via BA. And on the first day, we absolutely went for it in the winter garden of Shinjuku National Gardens, and of course some Uniqlo. If you have not been to Uniqlo or you do not have a Uniqlo in your area, definitely do a Uniqlo. It is fantastic, as we ended up bringing like summer stuff but not all the winter stuff because we knew the things over there would be top notch. And of course a little Disney page because we spent a whole day there. In Japan, you can ship off your luggage from your first hotel to the next. So we did this quite a few times and you get these like travel receipts. And on that day, we went to our favourite Sushiro. It's so much better than like Yo Sushi because it is completely fresh. Like that fish was probably caught that morning. It is just wonderful and super cheap. This was then a travel day for us, so you can see the Tokyo Station area of the Shinkansen and also our receipts for our tickets. And we went all the way up to, drumroll please, Sapporo. So this was like -15 plus wind chill. And we managed to find a tower, obviously, and a aquarium. an aquarium, my apologies. Up in Sapporo, in Hokkaido, there was also the Easter Island statues, along with a giant Buddha, which is the biggest Buddha, I want to say in the world. Hello. The dog has decided to join me. On the same day, we also toured the Sapporo Art Park. So not only did we go to the Sapporo Art Museum here, but we walked all the way up to the Art Park Centre and explored all of these statues. Some of them were packed away for winter. However, one of my favourite artists, Anthony Gormley, had his statue out, which was amazing for me. Whilst we were up north, we were like, screw it, let's go to Otaru. Otaru was absolutely freezing, but it had really good food, really good alcohol, and a wonderful, wonderful aquarium. Speaking of which, we also visited the zoo, because whilst you're in, minus 15, you might as well go see the zoo. All before we left Sapporo, and we ended up at Tsuruga Resort, a beautiful, beautiful area. We didn't really do any exploring because we were in the hot springs the whole time. We had a 10-course meal at this resort, and it was just a stunning, stunning evening, and definitely something that we needed just to calm down. We sent off our luggage again before heading down to Sendai. So Sendai Station and our little card holder from the hotel. We obviously went to another zoo, but whilst we did, we visited a couple of places. So this is from an exhibition where we met a really lovely lady. And we actually then went to their main gallery space in Tokyo later on in the trip. We found this stamp. It's bright purple in front of me, but I don't think it looks too purple on the camera. And this stamp was just at an information centre desk in a shopping centre. It just felt really random to us, but it was really, really cool. If you ever travel on the Shinkansen in Japan, try and get the grand class. Like, look at the detail in this. You can choose your food, you get extra leg room, there's barely anyone in there, and there is also someone to help serve you as well. So this is a little bit more expensive, however, completely worth it if you're looking something unique whilst you are traveling. So this did take us to the Railway Museum in, I want to say Tokyo. Don't quote me on that one. However, this is the Railway Museum. It was absolutely amazing, and it so happened to be on the way to a Penster shop. So Penster was the official mascot, so to speak, for the Suica card, which is like Tokyo's Oyster card. And when we saw this Penster shop, we did go a little bit crazy. However, all completely worth it. I then was able to drag my husband, bless him, on a trip to all the yarn stores I wanted to go to. So we went to Daruma, we went to Amino Spin, and one other, Walnut there. So all of these tells me my journey. So I remember Amino Spin very well. We went to Starbucks, and I think that one was breakfast. These are all like the pay things are all confirmations as well as card nets. So that one's a confirmation of payment, and just all these little bits make me remember all those different times. These are from a McDonald's, I can tell you that straight up, and they are adorable. You can just see the little characters here. And we went to Ueno, so we went to the Ueno Park, and we went to the Tokyo National Museum. So we only did the main building. There's like 5 buildings part of it. We only did the main one, and it was fabulous. As part of that, I did a stamp and you can see all the kind of different items that we were able to pick up from there, including one of their most picture of one of their most famous sculptures, and also some information about a stamp that my husband bought. These were also colouring pages, which I have not had the heart to colour in, so they are safely tucked in my diary here. And then last but not least, on our adventures, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe in Ueno, and I got one of the there was like a special menu and I got one off of there, so I got a panda sticker, and it is a Tokyo Ueno Eki, so Tokyo Ueno station. That was a fantastic time. You can see that like we got classic lemonade, Coke Zero, so that was all our menu. And like the big thank you and the sort of compliment, that's the shopping centre. So all of that, what day did we get up to? I think that took up 5-6 pages. The 25th of February we got up to in this book. So it meant that because I only had the 25th of February, this bad boy came in handy. So I will pass over to my past self, so to speak, so that you can see how I filled the rest of this notebook in, and a little sneak peek for you. Thank you so much for joining me as I completed this second diary. It's all full and there is even no space on that back page. It's really nice to be able to have these two books that are completely full of all the memories and to lay them out in the way that I do. So as I say, catch me in a future episode where I design and draw the cover of this second diary, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.